Be ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Sir, I wholeheartedly welcome the Union Budget for 2012 to 13 introduced by our Finance Minister. This budget is not just a riddle of figures. This budget is framed keeping in view the economic crisis which is threatening the country. It has covered a wide range and all the problems were kept in mind while farming framing it. We should all realize and remember one thing, that when this government came to power, the economic condition of the country was very bad. Taking into consideration the resources at our disposal, planning the allocation of funds is not an easy job. It will not be an exaggeration if I say that it was not Herculean task for our finance minister. If we think unbiasedly, each one of us will support this budget. Sir, we all know that 80% of our population lives in village. Social and economic condition of these villages should be improved. The farmer, whom we consider the backbone of our country, be helped to come up economically and socially. This country should become self-sufficient as far as production of food grains is concerned. I am sorry to say that the allocation of funds to promote better agricultural production is not sufficient as compared to the 2011 to 12 budget. The funds allocated for rural development are less. Rural population depends on agriculture, cottage and small scale industry, so it is necessary that we encourage cottage and small scale industries and also help the poor farmers. Sir, the NRI funds are utilized only for industrial sector. If they can be invested in some irrigation projects also, it will prove to be a boon to the farmer and it will help him produce more food grains, making the country self sufficient in this area. It will also promote employment opportunities for many. Sir, in Andhra Pradesh, for the last 15 years, not a single irrigation project has seen the light of the day. In this context, I would like to especially mention the proposed project, which was conceived as a multi-purpose project to provide irrigation, drinking water, navigation and power. Estimated cost of this project in 1992 was rupees 675 crores, which has now gone up to rupees 3000 crores. This project should be taken up as a nation project. Sir, the farmers needs more assistance and help from the government. More subsidies should be provided for fertilizers, seeds, etc., so that the farmer can become self-sufficient and produce more. Backward and remote villages should be identified and funds should be allocated for their upliftment. There was a proposal for an aluminium project in Visakhapatnam. Sir, if started, it could create employment for at least 10,000 people through you. Sir, I request the government to consider favorably the setting up of this project. Sir, I am happy that the price of gold has come down in the market, but then prices of essential commodities are increasing day by day, affecting the common man. We should try to control this price hike. The government has introduced public distribution system in 1700 blocks of our country and has been laying great emphasis on its proper implementation. This is an appreciable step. Sir, whether it is MGR or NTR, whoever may be in power should see that basic requirements of every individual are met fully. Rice and sugar are not the only needs of the common man. Food, clothing, and shelter should be provided to the common man. If more funds are required to fulfill this, the government should make a provision for it. We should improve the condition of those who are living below the poverty line. Our aim is the betterment of the poor, so more funds should be allocated for this purpose. Rural industries should be developed. The employment schemes should not remain on paper alone. Think of the khadi industry. The handloom weavers are committing suicide for lack of any source of livelihood. It is really a tragedy. Something should be done about this. Once there was a great demand for handloom clothes, but now people are crazy for the imported materials. The center and the state government should do their best to encourage khadi industry, and if need, we should not hesitate even to give financial assistance. Subsidies should be given to them, and marketing should be done through Janta distribution system. But both khadi industry and agriculture are important for the rural population. So if they are encouraged and and population, so if these are encouraged and proper irrigation facilities are provided, the unemployment problem will be solved to a great extent. Sir, government has taken steps to convert 6,000 kilometers of railway lines from meter gauge to broad gauge. This will solve the problem permanently and alongside create more employment opportunities. Such steps are encouraging. More rural development schemes should be introduced and funds should be allocated. Therefore, otherwise poverty will and the will be beneficiaries. The budget presented by the Honorable Finance Minister no doubt has laudable objectives, but unfortunately, the laudable objectives enunciated in the budget speech are not reflected in the finance bill. So, there is a wide gap between the assertions of the finance minister and their execution. As per the finance bill, the country is baffled, the entire nation is baffled as to how Dr. Manmohan Singh managed to mesmerize the country with laudable objectives but without the concerned provisions in the finance bill. Dr. Manmohan Singh went on criticizing the previous two government of one by two economic years, but the fact remains that the 100 economic instability in the country actually took place during the Congress rule. When the first budget was presented in August 1947 by late Sri Chatterjee, the revenue receipts at that time were to the tune of rupees 170 crores, whereas the expenditure was rupees 197 crores and the deficit was rupees 27 crores. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, as you know, the first budget was for only 6 months, but by the end of the year, the deficit was completely wiped out and the government came out successful and with a plus. In the present budget, the total expenditure of the government is rupees 119,000 and odd crores. Dr. Manmohan Singh and others from the government day in and day out say that they are curtailing government expenditure, but the figures show contrary to their assertions. When the colonial rule ended in 1947, the entire government of India was working only in the North Block and in the South Block. Now, the government has expanded so much that its offices could not be accommodated in entire New Delhi. Their offices are at Krishi Bhavan, Yosna Bhavan, Shastri Bhavan, Nirman Bhavan, and several other bhavans. Not satisfied with this, the Government of India's offices are at Lodhi Road. Not only this government acquired even the private houses and private buildings in Delhi to accommodate their offices. So the total expenditure of the government is going up when we look at the figures in the expenditure budget. What is the total expenditure of the government on establishment and salary? Sir, it is in fact that there are more than 43 lakhs of people working in the government of India alone.